Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey. Your girl can't handle the truth in the building. Good afternoon, everybody. I am back on here. We back in business. Um, why if you do listen to this video, why not give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and in your comments, don't forget to leave the 100%, the 100 emoji in the comment section, and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. While I'm here, I'm just doing this little video. I did a video. I just did one and I listened to it. I'm glad I'm starting to listen to, and don't mind my voice, y'all. I know I understand sometimes my voice is on a regular, deep, sometimes groggy, but right now it is groggy and because of my allergies. My allergies is kicking my ass. They started flaring up like what Friday. My left eye was getting puffy, and but I got all the standby stuff that I need. Got the Benadryl tablets and liquid form. I can't do I can, but in the liquid form of the Benadryl, I have to do the children's. That works just fine. I've been told that by my allergist to take if I do the liquid to get the children, and it worked. It probably worked better than the adult. I haven't seen. Well, yeah, I did see the adult one, but ever since they told me that, I've been getting the children's liquid, but in the adult, the tablets, the pills. Of course, it's the regular Benadryl and the pink pills. But anyway, I felt better. Although I think my vertigo is acting up as well. It's a lot of shit been going on, y'all. Been going on besides these allergies that just hit Friday. Um, it's been so much. And I think I was overwhelmed. I can't even talk. I was so overwhelmed from yesterday. At last night when I came home, I was lightheaded. I don't know if it's the weather or I believe it's because I'm overwhelmed and because my vertigo is kicking in. Here we go with this again. I wish, it was some way to just get rid of this god darn vertigo. But it's lightweight right now. I'm trying to stay on top of it. But besides that, the power was out and I don't want to hear nobody say karma because it was an act of God. I mean, it was beyond our control that we were without power for 3 days. 3 days. Power went out Monday night. At the time they said they weren't exactly on point, but they was around that time at 10. Well, it was 10 o'clock and I heard a pop and I knew it. And we didn't get really a bad storm. We just got the winds and it rained, yes, but it was high winds. And I guess the high winds kind of knocked trees and stuff over because I never experienced. We got a volcano. Oh my God, y'all. Oh Lord. We got a tornado warning on our phones. We got the alerts. Everybody in the house phones was going off. My watch was going off. My laptop was going off. My phone was going off. Even the TV was going off. My phone, everybody in the house that was here, they gadgets was going off. And we got that warning. And sometimes when they say tornado, actual tornado, we never experienced up here where I'm at, we never experienced a actual tornado, the little funnel thing. We never experienced that. But I have seen some. But we get the after effects and we get the effects of it, but the not the actual tornado itself. so far, which my 50 years on this earth, I have not seen it happen. But we do get some like a tornado. We get the winds, the high winds, we get the rain and stuff like that. So that's what we got. And when that happened, the lights flickered, but they came back on within a matter of seconds. Then the second time it did it again, but then it came back on. The third time, I guess three strikes, you're out. I heard something say pop, and that was a like a tree or something. I knew what it was because it did it before when we experienced a power outage. We experienced a long power outage years ago, and that was like a week, about a week and a half. I was so miserable, but I think it was like in the fall. It wasn't in the summertime. It was not in no summertime. It was like maybe in the fall. And what happened, what it was a tree. And I knew it was a tree this time too. But then again, I was thinking maybe some lightning hit a tree and the tree fell. But it probably was the high winds, a combination of all of it. Combination of all of it. So we were out. I said, "Oh, I know it's not coming back on because I know the utility people is not going to cut us back on right away. They probably not even out here. They should be out here just in case. But I know it's a storm and they probably don't want to be out here and we gotta wait it out." So that night it was okay. Took me a cool shower because it was hot. It was hot Monday night. Hot. You would think it would cool off at nighttime. Shh. No, the hell it didn't. It was hot. So I took me a cool shower. I got candles. I had candles. I had these push button lights and stuff like that. So I lit the candles. We got flashlights. We got flashlights and stuff on our phones. So that's basically what we were using. I'm glad I got these push lights before they operate by the battery. So I had those on, but I turned those on like late at night because I think my batteries was kind of getting low, and I had to go to the store and like buy some more. So the next day, I think when I got up, I went to the store and I bought some more batteries for those. And I didn't buy any more candles. We had two candles. You know, it was late at night, so basically when it's like that, time to go to bed. You don't really need nothing on. I was on my phone. I think my phone got down to like because I didn't feel like going out to my vehicle to charge it up that late at night. I'm not gonna sit out there and late at night and charge up nothing. So I said I'll wait till the morning and then go out there. When I woke up, my phone was like on 20 some percent. No, it was like on 19. So it was almost dead. But when I went outside, charged my phone up, and that's the way it was, charging up all day. So, it's been a long week, a long trying week. And that's why I feel like I feel right now and last night because I'm so overwhelmed. And my youngest son went out of town, and I think that long drive picking him up at the airport yesterday, it did a doozy on me. It did a doozy on me. So that's what hit the fan. But I did for my child. I had to go pick him up instead of him having to pay all that money for an Uber or a Lyft, So did what I had to do and pick him up. And I know he was glad because he got tired of spending that money, paying that for Uber and Lyft. He went out of town. I was on pins and needles about that. He's in another state, way on the other side of the country. I'm like, oh boy. So that kind of put a little dent in it too. But he made it safe and sound there. So that I remained calm. Then I said, well, on the way back, you know, I'm a worry rat about all my kids. So that took effect as well. He made it safe and sound back. We picked him up from the airport. Boom, brought him back home, safe and sound. Like me, woo, mama was going through some stuff. But I know how to take care of me. I want to remain on this earth for so long. It's just that, I pray, 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 pray that everything is going to be all right. And it is. I still pray for the people in Texas that got hit with the hurricane, Hurricane Burrell. Family there, they said they was okay. They was just without power, and there's still some people without power. I got a couple of friends there, and I told her I put like my power was out, and she was like, "Try 8 days with your power being out." I said 8 days. Wow. But like I said before, we was out for like a week and a half years ago. But it's a misfortune. I lost a lot of food. I had to throw a lot of food out just between those days because you know why? Because it was hot outside. Even though I salvaged some stuff, saved some food, and that was basically in my freezer because it was still frozen. Only thing that probably got unfrozen, unthawed was the popsicles, and they was melted all over my freezer. You had the orange, you had the grape, all that was all over my freezer. I was like, oh my God. So I just threw that out. My veggies in my refrigerator got messed up. My bell peppers, my onions, my lemons, limes, avocados, even carrots. Carrots that I haven't even opened up yet. They got molded. They got they were starting to mold and all that. I had pulled the milk out. Only buy milk. I can't drink milk, but I buy milk to cook with. Some items I need to cook with the milk. So, but I replaced it this past Friday. I went grocery shopping again, and I didn't spend as much as I did. $181 worth of food. Thursday, not this past Thursday, but last Thursday, I went shopping, and I took y'all with me. Remember, I was on live. I was like, oh no, and the majority of it gone. I cooked some of it, but I couldn't cook all that. I bought fish. The fish didn't go bad though. The fish, I saved the fish. Um, it was just stuff that I cooked and I put it in the refrigerator in Ziploc bags and stuff that went bad. My salad stuff went bad. Some tomatoes went bad. My cucumbers went bad. The cheese didn't go bad, and this real cheese. It did not. My bag of cheese did not go bad. I'm surprised it didn't unthaw. The shredded cheese for tacos, the mozzarella I had Parmesan. I don't think Parmesan will be affected. Parmesan is some real, it's real cheese, but it's not the cheese that will melt like that. And the key thing is to keep your refrigerator and your freezer closed. We were going in it, getting stuff to drink and stuff, trying to hurry up and drink up the juices and stuff. My orange juice got affected. Had to pull that out. It wasn't number a few, about two swallowful of the orange juice. So that didn't, that wasn't too bad. It wasn't that much in there. So, but I pulled the rest of that out because orange juice, you don't want to drink no hot orange juice. It wasn't hot or cold. It was just lukewarm. You don't want to drink no room temperature orange juice. Mm-mm. Because that acid in there will tear you the hell up, tear your stomach up. You'll have diarrhea and every damn thing else. So yeah, the lunch meat, I had to throw my lunch meat away. My eggs were good. My eggs were still good. Um, Basically everything else that was in there. Because I didn't have too much food left. So I reported that I lost food and they refer me to like pantries and stuff like that. They give away food, and I take advantage of that. I do because I have been to pantries before. There is no shame in my game going to a pantry, and when I have been before, a lot of people, doctors, lawyers, people that make the rich folks, they even go to pantries. They donate, and some of them be there too. There's nothing wrong with going to a pantry for help with food. Hell, food is high. Food is high, although they don't. Some of the pantries doesn't give you enough to last you a month or whatever. It's not really supposed to. It's there to help you. You can make a meal out of whatever they give you. We have food banks here that give away food at certain locations, and we go to that. I go to that. I try to. So I have maybe went to like one because I was so busy trying. And then when I went grocery shopping, because sometimes they don't have the right meat that I eat. Like they may have some pulled pork, and I get that to one of my friends or neighbors or something that eat pork because I don't eat it. So I give that away. So I have to sometimes replace my meat. It's just there for help. A lot of places is giving out extra. I heard extra food stamps. I wish I could. Food stamps. And they refer people to pantries and little food banks to give away food. So that's help, and I thank God for that. You know, it's replacing. That was hard. That was hard. Just think of the people over there in Texas, or the people that really go through these hurricanes. They have to endure these hurricanes. They lose their homes, not just food. They lose their homes. They lose everything, everything. And I kind of changed my mind, be like, oh, do I really want to move down south where there's hurricanes that affect? Because I wouldn't know one damn thing. I probably would get caught up in the hurricane because I wouldn't know how to survive in a hurricane. I could learn, but I don't want to have to endure that. And I'm like, I want to move down here. I want to move here. I want to move there. And everywhere that I said I may possibly want to move, they have hurricanes. It may miss them this year, but what if, when it comes back? So I don't want to have to endure that. But I still pray for the people that's without power. It's still people here without power. It was like over 100,000 people without power here. That storm was really a doozy. You get a few here and there that lose power, like maybe 100 or something like that, but not 100K, over 100K people. And some people lost their lives as well. A big old tree fell on this lady's house and killed her because the tree fell on the roof, caved in the house. She was in her bed, I think, and it um trapped her under the tree, and it was a big tree. What's with all these big old trees? They may be beautiful, but they're deadly. I don't like them big tall trees, especially them Christmas tree looking trees. I don't like them. One fell over in my yard. I'm like, oh, but I'm glad it fell towards the street. Because if it fell this way, it would have fell on the house. It would have fell on my house. And ain't no telling what could happen. So they need to cut these things down that's causing problems. It's voting season. You would think they would be on top of it. But you know what? The next day they was on top of it. You know why? Because usually they wouldn't give a rat's ass when clean these streets. You would have to literally go out there and clean them branches up out the street yourself. Now they were all in the yard. Now I did that. I cleared them out of the yard and stuff. Big old branches falling in the yard. I mean, big boulder branches. These one them little twigs or them little switches or stuff like that. These were big tree trunk branches falling that fell in the yard. So imagine a big tree falling. And as we was cruising down the block, like the Tuesday afternoon, I seen and I barbecued that Tuesday because the power was out. And I said, let me cook up this meat before it goes bad because I had took it out already. I did the fish, the tilapia. I put it on. I did a video on it. It's on my page. On my page, I did barbecuing. It was hot out there too. But I barbecued that I had out and put it in the refrigerator because I was gonna cook it later on the stove. But I said, why not barbecue this meat? And that's what I did. So tree branches was down everywhere, y'all. But your girl's okay, and thank you all for your prayers. I'm okay. But just imagine the people without it, without power for weeks and for months because they got to repair their cell from these hurricanes, from these disastrous storms. We had one. That's a disastrous storm. Thunder, tornado, and thunderstorm, two in one. Hurricane, tornado, earthquakes, landslides, all that. All those are disastrous. So I pray and I thank everybody else for your prayers. I haven't been on here as much. I've been in and out, but now that we back on as of Thursday, because my neighbor was like, "Is your power on?" This was Wednesday. They sent me an email. The utility company sent me an email. They said, your power should be restored by 4:15 p.m. Wednesday. I was like, okay, cool. But sometimes you be in doubt because that's just an estimate. It may or may not be on. But they were truthful because my neighbor came out. She was like, "Is your power on?" I said, "I don't know because I've been sitting outside charging my phone up in my vehicle." She said, "Because mine on." I said, "Oh," I jumped out. I was like, "Let me go see." I jumped out. I opened the door and boom, got hit with the air conditioning. The lights was on. So I turned the lights off and told my daughter, "Come on, let's close up the vehicle and let's go in this house." We went in the house. Boom. Went in the house, back in the house, and sat and chill. And guess what? Went right back out. 20 minutes later, it went back out. And I think the whole block, everybody that went, because when our power was out that Monday night, it was just on me and my neighbor. Everybody else down the street, across the other side of the street, down the street, they were on. We was the only ones out. The only ones out. Me and my four neighbors was out. I'm like, oh my God, what? So we endured it when the day the storm hit. Everybody else was on. They wasn't affected at all. Because I'm assuming they not on the same power line. But that third Wednesday when it came back on, they was kind of on point, but they came back on earlier than what they said. They said 4:15. It was on about 4:10. Probably earlier than that because I was outside. I didn't know if it came when it came back on. Well, she came on her porch and told me, and hers was on. I said, mine should be on because we on the same line. We was out at the same time. And it went back out 20 minutes later because I heard a zzz, and I knew they was back there messing with shit. I said, here they go. It went out. And we were out all that day again. But we were back on that Thursday. They had to do something because they affected everybody now this time. It was just us out for those days. And then when they did that Wednesday afternoon, they messed with everybody. Everybody else that was on was off, like we were. It's kind of, I can kind of snicker about it, but it's not that fun. It's not funny. They probably did that shit on purpose. But we're back on, y'all. I'm back in business. I hope I don't ever have to experience that. I'm trying to get myself together right now because I overwhelmed myself doing too much. That's what I do though. When I had my children, I just did too much. I need to learn how to calm myself down. I think I had a panic and an anxiety attack. It is what it is. It's nothing to be ashamed about. I had panic attack because I overwhelmed. I knew what it was because I did this before and had panic and anxiety attacks. So I'm just getting myself together this weekend. Today, I've been chilling, doing nothing else but trying to relax, do what I need to do to stay calm because there's too much out here. I got still a long life to live, and I want to live that life. Been on this earth 50 years. I ain't gonna say it hasn't has been great so far. It haven't. But I'm managing and I learned to do that. I have to if I want to be here another 50 more or beyond. God's willing. And with that said, y'all, I'm gonna get up off here and I want to thank everybody for your prayers. I do. Thank you all. Thank you all. But your girl is fine. I know some of y'all see me in some of the chats. I have been, but I was in and out because I had to do a lot of things this week. Clean up and some of everything. Took me about an hour or two. Took me about 2 hours to clean out my refrigerator. Two garbage bags full of food that I had to throw out. I'm not eating that and getting sick. No way. But with that said, y'all don't forget to hit that like button. Leave a comment in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel if you have not, and hit that notification bell so you know every time that I go live, do a video, post, everything like that. But your girl can't handle the truth is out. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Bye.